I picked up this old Compaq recently, and what I was really looking for was pretty much a 2006, 2007 era computer. So I go in the store, I ask questions about it, and every single time I asked a question about it, the guy that was helping me out was like, just all information's on the side. I had some more advanced questions, so let's go ahead and see what sort of stuff is on the side here. Pentium dual core E2160, 1.8 gigahertz. I was asking this guy these questions about this computer, and he was about as friendly as a guard in a prison riot. And I was trying to get some information out of the socket, what kind of processor socket it had to upgrade it, and it was like one of those conversations between two people that do not like each other at all. Now this looks like it was made for Vista. Let's see what we got here. This is quite bare bones from the look of it. Now the guy did tell me it had one PCI Express slot, so I'm wondering where that is. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we have on the inside. I have a Hewlett-Packard brand model that seems quite similar in design, which is my main computer actually. It's pretty old, but it still gets the job done for all the uses I have for it. I have a couple much more powerful computers I use for other reasons, but I wanted something that was lightweight and I could carry around to do some basic video recording and all that fun stuff. I'm putting an old NVIDIA 210 into it. I'm also going to try putting a couple other graphics cards into it and see what we get. Well, this is already quite lovely. Local computer store ingenuity. Is it supposed to be like that? I guess it is. What a weird design that is. This is a dual core socket. I guess that guy lied to me. It doesn't even say. Okay, so I was expecting 3 PCI and 1 PCIe. That's obviously not the case. Let's see here. And that's plugged into the front. So this is a, oh no, it's not good. I was afraid that that card was like some sort of weird combo card, but I'll remove that and try the one ATI card I have. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about this situation. Maybe I can put a couple of USB 3.0s in here and also use this as a testing rig. Alright, let's take a look at the hard drive we got. We have a wiped hard drive, 13. This is supposed to be 130 gigs. I'll just leave that on. Screw it. I'll find out when I install it. Okay, so I removed that card. We got a what do we have here? Sort of basic. I'll put that to the side here. Let's look at this card here. Is a Radeon that I have that doesn't work, so that must be a wrong box. Big box of crap here. I want to put one of these in it to test it out, but I mean that's a waste of the PCI slot, so I need to see what else I have. I also wanted to try one of these sound cards, but that's all else we got. I'm trying to find that one card. I must put it on the bottom. There's another card here. Who's this? Is this NVIDIA? This is an NVIDIA card. I don't want that one. Okay. So my goal is to try out this ATI card. I'll test this out. This has a composite out. I don't think this will be the computer I use for the. I have another plan I'm going to use this with, but for now I'm just going to test it out on this computer and use that as my monitor out. So I'll use that one. Do I have anything else that would work? I could. So I don't want to waste that on the slot. I want to see if I have any small cards. A couple ISA cards, so that's really about it. So I'll probably use. I was hoping to expand the USB functionality of this unit here. I only have a couple of USB 2.0s here. Maybe when I remove this, I can install that one card back, or maybe a wireless card into that port. Maybe there's another wireless solution here. But for now, let us install those two cards. Just installed the ATI cards. I'm going to go ahead and put this slot cover back on. See, I remember how to do it. I'm going to go ahead and reassemble it and see if this card works. Alright, we got it all hooked up. It should just boot to a BIOS since it doesn't have an operating system. And the reason why I wanted composite input on a computer, and it looks good so far. I mean, relatively speaking, as far as composite goes. But we're getting something here. I wanted one of these because none of the CRT TVs I have S-video input, so I wanted to hook up one to a TV just to see how stuff would look on it. Now the reason why I got this, well, mainly was because it's rather light, but I tried getting an E-Machines computer on eBay, then when I won the bid, the seller said that it had been destroyed in a water main break, which is awfully convenient. I don't think they got as much money as they're expecting. Well, let's see here. Okay, BIOS looks good. We got 2 gigs of RAM, which is adequate. This TV does have S-video inputs, but I wasn't planning on using it on this TV. However, I must say that usually even composite looks a lot better on this TV than this does. So, okay. That's Pentium dual CPU. Certainly hope that's 1.8, not 1 gigahertz. I think that's 1.8. Okay. Alright, let's exit. Let's see if I can install an operating system on it. If I can't install Vista, I'll try to install Windows XP. I do like the look of this case, though. I like how this looks. This is very nice. No drives were found. Okay, that might be a problem. Alright, let's take a look on the inside. Okay, so I was looking at this wiped hard drive, and it looks like it has a regular old Molex power connector there, which is unusual because, I mean, it's also got the SATA power connector, and it doesn't look like it has a IDE connection. It's just straight up SATA to the board here, so I'm not quite sure what the deal is. So, okay, Okay, the hard drive seems to be running. And that's connected. It's connected to. Okay, the disk drive is also a SATA disk drive. Okay, let's see here. We have the drive, first drive. What on earth? No. Copy this. Alright, it doesn't seem to be detecting this hard drive. Oh, that's more interesting now. I wasn't doing that before. Okay, now that's showing up. I just plugged the cable into a different slot there, and now it's working, so I don't know if one of them is bad on the inside or what the deal is, but let's see what an older version of Ubuntu looks like through Composite. Let's just try it. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, I wonder what happened there. Turn back around. Trying to be 800 by 600 on this. Detect the fact that's TV. It's not going to do it. I think that must be what, let's see here. That must be what that glitchiness is. Oh, it's going to be a bit awkward to use if it wants to be 800 by 600. Allocated. Wow, 75 gigs. I'm expecting a little bit more than that, but they must have just found the cheapest hard drive they could get and just plugged it in there. It's alright, I can. File system, I want NTFS. Okay. Label. Actually, I want to see. drive. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's see what happens. I guess having the system on an 80 GB hard drive isn't that bad, but I'm definitely going to need to get another hard drive to put into it. I was hoping for like at least 150 gigs in this one, but I guess that's out of the cards here. Okay, we good? What's it doing? Excellent. Excellent. Let's go ahead and exit. Okay, I'm back working on the Compaq. I haven't quite got a hard drive solution set up yet, so I haven't quite got an operating system working on it quite yet. But let's go ahead and install another card here. So right now it's just got USB 2.0, so I got this USB 3.0 card here. Now I have to open that. There we go. Let's see what we got. Driver CD, notebook, and the card itself. Look at that, it comes with a regular old Molex connector. That's nice. I actually was anticipating that. I thought I'd have to get some sort of adapter, but oh, let's go ahead and open her up. Cable management, I'm gonna have to do something about that real quick. Alright, freedom. That's what a mess. So, I actually don't have that many options to choose from here. This has got two of these for some reason. Is something not really plugged in? Well, that's paying plugging in a whole lot, but I would like to get maybe a floppy drive in there. Maybe another disk drive, so I'll have to probably remove this old 250 water here. So I'm thinking about putting another graphics card here to bounce from HDMI to composite whenever I want. Let's go ahead and install this new card. and work on computers as much as I have, you start to have a nice little collection of these, which are unfortunately mostly useless. But head end snaps in nicely. Let's reinstall this little piece here. Simple. Plugged in. It's a bit awkward. I'm not sure if I'm doing it upside down or not. It was upside down. Okay. I think it's in there. I do kind of like those older connectors. They just sort of slide in, but what can you do? Alright, so that's the progress we made so far. I'll see what else I can do with it, and hopefully I'll be able to get the operating system working on it. I'd like to get rid of this one. I'll probably get another SATA hard drive, and probably next remove this power supply. So this cheap computer is turning out to be a little bit more work, but that's part of the fun in these sort of projects. Alright, got a new hard drive I'm going to install into this one. I'm going to briefly unplug the other one and just test this out with the one connector. That way it'll save me a little bit of time having to dig up SATA cables, but let's go ahead and put this one in. Alright, the HP computer I have, which I guess is technically the same designer of all this fun stuff, has the same assembly here, and I just hate how this works, so I'm going to see about remembering how to get this whole thing out of here. Well, practice makes perfect, I suppose. I'm going to put both of them in, but I'm really only going to connect the new hard drive. So I'll try installing the new operating system on that. Okay. Both drives are now in the caddy here. I briefly lost a screw and had to go hunting for it. Found a bug in there too, so great job, used Computer Place for the first bug I found in one of these things, and I've worked on a lot of computers. Well, I certainly didn't get here before. I guess the hard drive that was installed in it was faulty. So this is good news. See here, I can see that flicker really bad here. Trying to get into a more stable spot. Alright, would you look at that? Windows 7 and composite out. I've got some horrible plans for this. Absolutely dreadful. Setting up continues. Okay, it looks like the graphics card that I installed in it was a Radeon 7500. It's quite a bit older than I expected. As you can see here, it's trying to output 800 by 600 on this. So I'm going to see what exactly I can run through this card. I've tested YouTube, so video can output, but I'm not sure gaming wise what can output through this card. Well, rigging the those Apple screws to this didn't quite work. In fact, I damaged the plastic. Oh no. I hate this thing. Now I'm just going to plug it into the thing. It will hold just fine, like plugged in, all that fun stuff. So I have no idea what happened to the original ones. I mean, it's been like that for probably 2 years now, so whatever. Okay, got plugged in right here. Now this board and whatnot is pretty much the same configuration as the computer that I was in previously, except now with a really old graphics card in it. Okay, the drivers are installed. I had a driver disc on me. Still had the packaging and all that. And I also upped the font so it's a little bit more readable. Probably should have done that to begin with, but it really didn't occur to me given the resolution. That would just automatically display in small. So I figured it would up it a little bit, but no, it didn't. So very condensed Windows 7 screen. So I'm going to go to another TV and test it out further to see if I can get both graphics cards working. Okay, I got it working with the HDMI out. It's in 720p at the moment. I had to go into the BIOS and change the video output to PCIe, so if I want to switch back to composite, I need to basically hook up this graphics card first and then switch the BIOS to that, and vice versa. But so far it's working just fine. I've got the 720p here with large fonts, so it looks extra huge. So let's go ahead and test it out. I'm going to switch back to composite and see if it works. Alright, now I'm booting in composite and it's working. I did disable the 210 driver just to be safe while re-enabling the Radeon driver. All in all, a bit awkward, but it is working now, so there you have it.